Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel Sparkle English, where I help you improve your English level. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you the difference between possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. So first of all, what are possessives? In English, we use possessives to indicate ownership and relationships. And there are different ways to say the same thing in English. For example, this is Marta's book. We use an apostrophe S to make a possessive. This book belongs to Marta. However, we can also use possessive adjectives or pronouns to say the same thing. This is her book. Her replaces Marta's. We could also say, this book is hers. And notice that there is not an apostrophe S in hers. It can be confusing to know when to use her or hers and to tell the difference between the possessive adjective versus the pronoun. So I'm going to help you understand the difference. First, we're going to talk about possessive adjectives. They can also be known as determiners. So possessive adjectives are words that modify a noun to show ownership or possession, or show a relationship. Possessive adjectives are used before a noun in a sentence. So let's quickly take a look at personal pronouns. So personal pronouns are used as a substitute for the proper name of a person. So the personal pronouns are me, you, he, she, it, we, and they. So instead of saying Jake rides his bike, I can say he rides his bike. So the possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. For example, my bike is blue. Your cat is cute. Notice that its does not have an apostrophe. We use it when we're talking about an object or most animals. So for example, its claws are sharp. We would use the possessive adjective its, and there is no apostrophe. It apostrophe S is a contraction for it is or it has. Let's look at some sentence examples using these possessive adjectives. My purse is in the closet. Notice that we have the possessive adjective before the noun. The dog played with its new toy. The toy that belongs to the dog. Now we have a descriptive adjective, new, but still its is referring to the toy. So its modifies this noun, toy. Danny is visiting his grandparents. Using possessive adjectives also helps us avoid being repetitive. Instead of saying Danny is visiting Danny's grandparents, we can say Danny is visiting his grandparents. Their baby was born last month, the baby that belongs to them. We are going to Australia for our honeymoon. So again, notice that after a possessive adjective, we have a noun in all of these sentences. So we use possessive adjectives along with a noun. Now let's talk about possessive pronouns. And possessive pronouns are used to replace a noun and show ownership. Possessive pronouns stand alone and they do not come before a noun. So while a possessive adjective does come before a noun, a possessive pronoun replaces a noun. So we have our personal pronouns here, and then we have our possessive adjectives, So now let's look at our possessive pronouns. Mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. Notice that his remains the same and its also remains the same. However, it is very unlikely you will ever use the possessive pronoun its. So let's look at some example sentences. That red truck is mine. Notice that the possessive pronoun mine does not come before any noun. This glass of water is yours. Once again, there is no noun that follows this pronoun. Of course, with both of these sentences, you could change it and say, that is my red truck, or this is your glass of water. However, you could also write it this way, using the possessive pronoun at the end. That big house is theirs. The blue bike is hers. That poetry book is ours. So once again, we do not have a noun that follows any of these possessive pronouns. Now let's compare these possessives. My phone is new. Here we have the possessive adjective my before the noun phone. The phone is mine. Again, the possessive pronoun does not come before a noun. It stands alone. Mine phone is new would be incorrect, and the phone is my would also be incorrect. Another example, their garden is beautiful. That beautiful garden is theirs. Now let's look at some more natural examples when you might use possessive adjectives along with possessive pronouns. That's not my jacket, this is mine. You can see in this second sentence that we don't have jacket. It is implied with the pronoun mine. Mine replaces jacket. That's not my jacket, this is my jacket. But using mine is a faster way to say my jacket. Their kitchen is bigger than ours. Again, using the possessive pronoun ours makes it less repetitive than saying their kitchen is bigger than our kitchen. Ours refers to our kitchen. His book is on the table, but the pen next to it is hers. So remember that when you're using a possessive adjective, it usually always comes before a noun. And when using a possessive pronoun, it stands alone. It does not come before a noun. So now we're going to do a quiz. You must circle the correct answer for each of these questions. Number 1, would you like to see dog? Number 2, the cat chased tail. Number 3, I didn't bring my umbrella. Can I use? Number 4, this is chance to travel the world. Number 5, is this his notebook or? Number 6, project was the best in the class. Number 7, the opinions expressed in this speech are. And finally, number 8, that's not your cake, it's. Number 1, would you like to see my dog? We use the possessive adjective because it comes before the noun dog. Number 2, we use its, its, without an apostrophe. Remember that with an apostrophe is a contraction. Number 3, I didn't bring my umbrella. Can I use yours with an S? We need to use the possessive pronoun because there is no noun after it. Yours refers to your umbrella. Number 4, this is our chance to travel the world. We need a possessive adjective because it comes before the noun chance. Number 5, is this his notebook or hers, H-E-R-S? Again, we need the pronoun because there is no noun that follows it. Number 6, their, T-H-E-I-R, project. Again, we need the possessive adjective because it comes before a noun. Number 7, the opinions expressed in this speech are mine. We do not have a noun that follows it, so we just use the pronoun. And finally, number 8, that's not your cake, it's ours with an S. We need a pronoun because there is no noun that follows it. So let me know in the comment section how many you got correct out of 8. And I encourage you to check out my full playlist on different grammar lessons or my playlist on the different parts of speech in English to help you if you had any difficulties with this lesson. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all in my next lesson.